ما هي القصة الآن اللي تدعو الولايات المتحدة وهذا الحلف الشيطاني أن يشن الحرب على بلد آمن كانت علاقاته معه من أبدع ما يمكن وليس كان فيها صراع؟
نعم. ألا تعتقد يعني سيد ترابلي بهذا ضرب الدستور الأمريكي باتخاذ هذا القرار، قرار الحرب ضد ليبيا؟
Yep, the constitutional issue, I think, is very clear. If Congress declares war, President can't do that alone. That's clear. That's an impeachable offense. And to make it even more specific, there is the War Powers Act, which says after 90 days there must be congressional approval, otherwise that's a federal crime. And that's why I think Obama should be impeached. Maybe just a couple of other things, though. In the Republican presidential debate, there were 3 candidates who, in the course of a television broadcast, said that the rebels in Benghazi represent Al-Qaeda. That was Michelle Bachmann, congresswoman from Minnesota. No. She is a leader of the Tea Party. She was very explicit. The rebels are Al-Qaeda. Newt Gingrich, the former Speaker of the House, said the same thing. And there was another candidate, Kane. This is Kane. He's a black guy. He does Papa John's Pizza. So that's 3 out of 8 presidential candidates for the Republicans are signaling that they don't like this U.S. participation. So if we put the Democrats and the Republicans in the House of Representatives together with the people in the presidential campaign, that's an important combination. The other thing which is bearing down on U.S. politics is the question of atrocities against black Africans, black Libyans in the rebel-held areas, lynchings, massacres, and so forth. If you're from southern Libya, or if you were from Mali or Chad or Sudan or Somalia, if you were a guest worker, then being black in Benghazi was very dangerous. So that's also very important for the black community and for people in general. So I think those issues add up to the tremendous political vulnerability of this entire military adventure by Obama. And again, I hope that it will come to an end at the earliest possible date.
نعم. مقالة رائعة لمجلة فورين بوليسي في هذا اليوم تقول: مجلس الشيوخ الأمريكي سيعقد اليوم جلسة اجتماع حول تقليص صلاحيات أوباما الحربية. سؤالي: هل سيطيح مجلس الشيوخ بتدخل أوباما في ليبيا؟ From a prediction point of view, من خلال استقراء.
I think it's more likely that the House of Representatives will act first, because you'll remember the Republicans control the House of Representatives, and surprisingly, ironically, the Republicans are now the anti-war party. So in the Senate, though, it's still the Democrats who control it. So I think we probably shouldn't expect the Senate to do what we would like. So it's going to take a bit more time.
Is there a kind of bargaining between the two parties concerning this issue?
A bargain.
It's bargaining through some other issues.
There is. The big issue is the American people are sick of war. That's the underlying theme. Sick of Iraq, sick of Afghanistan. But the way that Obama has done the attack on Libya has attracted a tremendous amount of rage, because he's lied about it so openly and so outrageously that the Republicans are boiling. The other interesting thing is the Republicans have long believed that, and I have to say it, Obama is a terrorist himself, which I guess we see. But what the Republicans mean by this is, if we go back and look at the life history of Obama, he had two friends, a man called William Ayers, Bill Ayers, and Bernardine Dohrn. And it turns out that in the 1960s and the 1970s, these two persons were leaders of a terrorist underground cell called the Weathermen. the weathermen. This was the anti-Vietnam War movement going violent. They blew up the New York City Police Department office. They blew up the Pentagon, or part of it, a small part. They attacked the U.S. Capitol. They killed policemen. And it turns out that these two, Ayers and Dorn, are professors today, and they're the friends of Obama. They were the closest people to him in the 1990s when he began his political career. So the Republicans are interested in saying, Obama, you have this very strange past, and now you're supporting Al-Qaeda in Libya. What is this? I think it's a politically very dangerous thing for Obama to be doing.
من خلال
أوباما بهذا عندما تولى منصبه الرئاسي تأمل العالم فيه خيرا، خاصة بعد تصريحاته بأنه سوف يقفل سجن غوانتانامو بعد عام، ولكن من خلال ما قدمه أوباما منذ توليه الرئاسة إلى يومنا هذا اتضح للعالم أنه أكثر بياضا من جورج بوش، من الناحية طبعا من الناحية التعامل وليس من الناحية اللون، وإنما من ناحية التعامل. تحدث عن السلام ولكنه بالعكس ساهم في الإرهاب العالمي.
You could say he's more white. I wouldn't quite put it that way. I would say Obama represents a more effective form of evil than Bush, in the sense that you might say Bush is absolutely more evil as an individual. But the problem is that Bush was so crude and so primitive and so stupid in his evil that he was not able to accomplish as much evil as he wanted. Whereas Obama creates more evil. In other words, he inflicts more evil on the world precisely because so many people were fooled. And again, the peace movement in the United States today, on the left, is non-existent almost because they don't want to embarrass Obama. So therefore, we have to look to these right-wing Republicans. So this is unfortunately the situation. I would urge everybody, put aside your illusions. Obama ran on hope and change. He said he was the Messiah. This is obviously a complete propaganda exercise, a tissue of lies.
من خلال مجيئك كلجنة تقصي الحقائق، ونحن الحقيقة نشكر لجنة تقصي الحقائق والدكتور زيدان وخالد بازيليا الذين نعتبرهم جنود الخفا، والذين فعلا يقومون بأعمال نقية مهنية بدرجة الأولى. من خلال مشاهدتك لما رأيت من دمار وقتل الأطفال وتمزيق الأشلاء وضرب البنية التحتية، وأن هناك كذب بنيت عليه حرب، ما هي الرسالة في نهاية هذا الحديث التي توجهها للشعب الأمريكي من هذا المنبر أو من خلال هذه القناة؟
I would urge the American people to realize that what was happening in Libya was never a threat to international peace and security. It was a rebellion artificially created from the outside by the CIA, by the State Department, by the Pentagon. If the United States departed the scene, I think the rebellion would end very soon. The humanitarian emergency would begin to subside. Peace would return. And I don't think there'd be any terrible consequences for anybody. Everybody would be better off. Because remember, this is a conflict between a modern state, the Tripoli government of Colonel Gaddafi and others, and chaos. Warlords, secessionists, very dirty word in American history. Secessionist, rebel is a dirty word. Yeah. So I would urge the American people to wake up to the fact that they've been lied to, and I hope to educate in whatever I can do to show what lies these were, because the entire attack on Libya is built on falsifications. It's built on fables from Al Jazeera.
Like the Iraq war.
Yes, exactly. The same method, the weapons of mass destruction have now turned into the human rights abuses, so it's time to wake up.
And the case which they develop, every month they develop a different case. The first case they developed, which bombing of the civilian with the airplane, which there is no airplane. Right. Secondly, missionary. mercenary. Third, now, rape of women. And all these cases, after a while, the people discover it's a fake. For that, we need the public opinion and the media in the United States through the honest people like you and like Cynthia and like a lot of voices in the United States. I show it on the internet to educate the American and deliver a message. Our people under attack, our children assassinated by the United States, by the NATO, and we need the help of the people.
Right, and I hope we can give it.
Thank you.
I'll do what I can to give it.
Thank you very much.
وأنا بدوري أتمنى لك التوفيق سيد ترابلي في تقصي الحقائق ونقلها، ولما لا في الفترة المقبلة لما لا تكون لك كتابات تتحدث عن هذه الفترة الزمنية التي ظلم فيها الشعب الليبي حول هذه الحرب التي شنت عليه بقرارات لم تكن صائبة ولا شرعية لها. قبل أن نختم نشاهد هذه الكتابات عن هذه الكتب. هذا الكتاب يتحدث عن أوباما، ونتمنى لك كل التوفيق. شكرا جزيلا لك الدكتور ويبستر جريفن تاربلي المؤلف والكاتب الأمريكي. سعدت بلقائك ونتمنى لك إقامة طيبة، ونتمنى أن يعم السلام في العالم أجمع.
Thank you.
شكرا.
Thank you.
والشكر موصول لكم مشاهدينا. طبعا نستمر معكم بعد هذا الفاصل لنكمل ما تبقى من برنامج عشم الوطن مع الدكتور يوسف أمين شاكير، فتفضلوا بالبقاء معنا.